Welcome everyone. Today we are going to talk about something that most English learners never realize until it is too late. The difference between textbook English and real-life English. Not perfect English. Not exam English. Not memorized sentences. Real English. The kind of English people actually use in conversations every single day. Because here is the truth. You can study English for years, learn grammar rules, memorize hundreds of words, and still struggle to speak naturally. Why? Because what you learn is not how people actually speak. In this video, I am going to show you how to shift from textbook English to real-life English in a clear, practical, and powerful way. This is not about becoming perfect. This is about becoming natural. And when you become natural, speaking becomes easier, faster, and more confident. Many learners believe that if they learn grammar deeply, they will automatically become fluent. They spend hours studying tenses, sentence structures, and complex rules. They write correct sentences. They understand written English. But when they try to speak, something feels wrong. They pause. They think too much. They try to build perfect sentences in their head. And by the time they are ready, the conversation has already moved on. This happens because textbook English focuses on correctness, not communication. In real life, people do not speak in perfect sentences. They speak in simple, flexible, sometimes incomplete sentences. They use shortcuts. They use fillers. They repeat themselves. They change their words while speaking. That is natural English. And if you want to sound natural, you must train differently. If you're serious about speaking real-life English, make sure you subscribe. On this channel, you learn natural phrases, real conversations, and practical speaking systems that actually work in daily life. You won't just learn English. You will learn how to use it. Subscribe now and let's grow together. Step 1 is to stop trying to sound perfect and start trying to sound real. This is where everything begins to change. Most learners think that fluency means speaking without mistakes. That is not true. Fluency means speaking without stopping. It means continuing even when your sentences are not perfect. In real conversations, people care more about your message than your grammar. If your message is clear, communication is successful. But if you focus too much on correctness, you slow yourself down. You create pressure. You create fear. And that fear stops you from speaking. So instead of asking, "Is this sentence perfect?" ask, "Is my message clear?" That small shift can completely change your speaking experience. For example, instead of trying to say a long, perfect sentence, you can say, "I was tired. I slept late. That's why I woke up late." Simple. Clear. Real. That is how people actually speak. Step 2 is to learn how real people actually talk. If you listen carefully to native speakers or fluent speakers, you will notice something interesting. They do not speak like textbooks. They use short phrases. They use contractions. They use informal expressions. They connect words. They simplify sentences. For example, instead of saying, "I am going to go to the market," they say, "I'm gonna go to the market." Instead of, "Do you want to?" they say, do you wanna? Instead of, let me give you, they say, let me give ya. This is called connected speech. And it is one of the biggest differences between textbook English and real-life English. If you only learn formal structures, you will understand slowly and speak unnaturally. But when you train your ears to hear real speech, your brain starts recognizing patterns faster. And when your brain recognizes patterns, your speaking becomes smoother. Step 3 is to focus on high-frequency phrases, not difficult vocabulary. Many learners believe that using big words will make them sound fluent. But in reality, it often makes them sound unnatural. Real English is built on simple, common phrases that are used again and again. Phrases like, I think, I feel, I mean, you know, to be honest, it depends, I'm not sure, let me check, give me a second. These phrases are powerful because they help you think while speaking. They give you time. They keep the conversation flowing. If you master these phrases, you can handle most daily conversations. But if you only learn rare words, you will struggle in basic situations. So instead of learning 10 new difficult words every day, learn 5 useful phrases and practice them deeply. Use them in your own sentences. Repeat them. Speak them out loud. This is how phrases become part of your natural speaking. Step 4 is to train with real-life situations, not artificial examples. Textbook exercises often use unrealistic sentences that you will never use in daily life. But real-life English is based on situations. Ordering food, talking to a friend, asking for help, giving an opinion, making a plan. These are the situations you should practice. For example, imagine you are in a restaurant. Practice saying, can I see the menu? What do you recommend? I'll have this. Can you make it less spicy? These are real sentences. These are useful. When you practice like this, your brain prepares for real conversations. You are not just learning English. You are preparing to use English in real life. That is the difference between knowledge and skill. Step 5 is to use simple thinking instead of translation. One of the biggest reasons learners sound unnatural is because they translate from their native language. They think in their own language, then convert it into English. This process is slow and often incorrect. Real-life English requires direct thinking. You need to train your brain to think in English, even if the sentences are simple. For example, instead of thinking a complex idea and trying to translate it, break it into small English thoughts. I feel tired. I worked a lot. I need rest. This is natural thinking. This is fast. This is real. The goal is not complexity. The goal is speed and clarity. When you think simply, you speak faster. When you speak faster, you feel more confident. Step 6 is to speak daily, even if you are alone. Many learners wait for the perfect situation to practice speaking. They think they need a partner, a teacher, or a perfect environment. But real improvement comes from daily practice. Even if you are alone, you can speak. Talk about your day. Describe what you are doing. Share your thoughts. Ask yourself questions and answer them. This builds your speaking habit. It trains your mouth. It builds your confidence. Speaking is not something you wait for. It is something you create. And when you create it daily, it becomes natural. Step 7 is to accept mistakes as part of the process. In real-life English, mistakes are normal. Even fluent speakers make mistakes. What matters is not avoiding mistakes but continuing despite them. When you accept this, your fear reduces. When your fear reduces, your speaking improves. Every mistake is feedback. Every mistake is a step forward. If you stop speaking because of mistakes, you stop improving. But if you continue, you grow. This mindset is essential for natural fluency. Step 8 is to listen to real English every day. Listening is not just about understanding. It is about absorbing patterns. When you listen to real conversations, your brain learns how sentences are formed naturally. You learn rhythm. You learn tone. You learn how ideas flow. This improves your speaking automatically. But you must listen actively. Do not just hear. Focus. Repeat. Notice how people speak. This is how you train your ears and your mind. Step 9 is to repeat useful content until it becomes automatic. Real-life English is based on repetition. The more you repeat useful phrases and sentences, the faster they become natural. Do not chase new content every day. Choose useful content and repeat it. Speak it. Practice it. Use it in different situations. This builds automatic speaking. And automatic speaking is fluency. Finally, remember this. Learning real-life English is not about being perfect. It is about being real. It is about communicating clearly. It is about connecting with people. When you shift your focus from correctness to communication, everything changes. You become faster. You become more confident. You become more natural. And one day, you will realize that English is no longer something you study. It is something you use. Keep practicing. Keep speaking. Keep improving. Your natural English is closer than you think. Step 11 is to stay consistent, even on days when you do not feel motivated. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited to learn. Some days you feel tired, busy, or distracted. If you depend on motivation, your progress will be slow and irregular. But if you build a system, you will improve no matter how you feel. Even 10 minutes of daily practice is powerful if you do it consistently. Speak a little. Listen a little. Think a little. Repeat a little. These small actions, done every day, create big results over time. Consistency turns effort into habit. And when English becomes a habit, it becomes a part of your life, not a task you have to complete. Now, let's bring everything together. Real-life English is simple, flexible, and practical. It is not about memorizing complex rules. It is about using simple language again and again until it becomes natural. It is about speaking even when you are not perfect. It is about listening to real conversations and learning from them. It is about thinking in English, not translating. It is about repeating useful phrases until they become automatic. And most importantly, it is about showing up every single day, even in small ways. When you follow this approach, your English will not just improve, it will transform. So, do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait until you feel ready. Start now. Speak now. Use simple English. Make mistakes. Learn from them. Keep going. Because the truth is, fluency is not something you reach one day. It is something you build every day. And one day, without even realizing it, you will speak naturally. You will understand easily. You will respond without fear. The English that once felt difficult will feel normal. And that is a moment when you know you have truly learned real-life English. Keep going. You are closer than you think. If you enjoyed this story and want to improve your English and your life, make sure to subscribe to the channel and join this learning journey with us. And watch the next story on your screen to continue improving your English.